What's up everybody, SicErik back again with another video, and today we're doing a spec comparison between the Oneplus 9 and the LG Velvet, two really excellent devices that you could get right now. Oneplus 9 being a little bit more expensive and the LG Velvet being a bit of an older device from last year, and you can get this for really cheap right now with the Oneplus 9 coming in a little bit more expensive. So first thing we're going to start off is the display. So the OnePlus 9 has a 6.55 inch fluid AMOLED display. It does have 120 Hertz on here, HDR10 plus compliant, 1100 nits peak brightness. So this phone does really get really bright. You get a resolution of 1080 by 2400. You get a 20 by 9 aspect ratio, 402 pixels per inch. Very nice display, covered in Corning Gorilla Glass 5. You do get an always on display as well, which is very customizable as far as picking your clocks and things like that. So if you go to customize and then you go into your clock, you can choose from several different clocks on here, and you can also do none. And really nice display on here, and very nice intuitive always on display as well. Going on over to the LG Velvet, you do get a 6.8 inch PLED display. It does come with a resolution of 1080 by 2460. You get 395 pixels per inch. I think it's covered in Corning Gorilla Glass 3 if I'm not mistaken, so a little bit lower on that front. Both of these do have IP68 water and dust resistance. Keep in mind that this is the T-Mobile OnePlus, so you do get IP68. While over here on the LG, no matter which one you get, it is IP68 MIL STD 810G compliant. So really nice on both of these as far as displays go. To each his own. I would say that this one has a better display color science as far as colors go, but this one has the lead as far as 120 Hertz refresh rate. The OnePlus 9 takes the lead on that. It just feels a lot smoother, but a lot of people might prefer the colors over here on the LG Velvet. The OnePlus 9 is running Android 11 with Oxygen OS 11.2.7.7 if I'm not mistaken, so it is upgradable to the latest version of Android, and then of course Android 12 will be coming soon. While over here on the LG, it just got upgraded to Android 11, and that is pretty cool. It was on Android 10 for quite a bit, but this phone recently got the Android 11 update. As far as chipsets go, the OnePlus 9 is having the Snapdragon 888 processor, and you do get 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of non-expandable storage. While over here on the LG Velvet, you have the Snapdragon 765G processor, 6 GB of RAM. Some regions and some models you might get 8 GB, but this particular model is 6 GB, 128 GB of internal storage with micro SD card support, so you can expand the memory over here on the LG, so that takes a win right there with expandable memory. As far as the LG goes, you do get the Adreno 620 GPU, while over here on the OnePlus you get the Adreno 660 GPU. So very nice. UFS 3.1 storage on the OnePlus, UFS 2.1 on the Velvet. So really nice on either one of them. They're both pretty fast and snappy, but I'd say the OnePlus is definitely a lot snappier and a lot faster just because of that extra RAM and the higher refresh rate and the higher processor. But the LG Velvet still is a smooth device, not as fast as the OnePlus, but still really fast and smooth. No issues with apps crashing or lag on any one of these. Going on over to the cameras, the OnePlus 9 has a primary sensor of 48 megapixels, f1.8. The ultra wide is a 50 megapixel with an aperture of f2.2, and the last camera on here is just a regular 2 megapixel monochrome, which is pretty much useless. It helps with black and white photos, but we all know how that goes. They should have included a telephoto lens. Front facing camera is going to be a 16 megapixel shooter with an aperture of f2.2. You do get auto HDR. The rear of the cameras can record all the way up to 8K 30 frames per second, while the front facing camera could only record up to 1080p 30 frames per second. You do get PDAF, autofocus. You do not get any OIS on the rear, so no optical image stabilization on the OnePlus device, which is pretty sad, but still it takes really good pictures. Going on over here to the LG Velvet, you get a 48 megapixel main sensor, aperture of f1.8. You get an 8 megapixel ultra wide with an aperture of f2.2, a 5 megapixel depth sensor, aperture of f2.4. So it is a little bit more useful than the monochrome sensor over here on the OnePlus. Front-facing camera is a 16 megapixel camera with an aperture of f1.9. You can record up to 4K 30 on the front over here on the Velvet, so that takes the lead as far as only 1080p on the OnePlus 9. But the LG Velvet can only do 4K 60 on the rear, so keep that in mind. So pictures out of both of these come out really nice. You'll probably be seeing some picture comparisons between the two. Very nice pictures. People might prefer the LG Velvet's color science over OnePlus's new Hasselblad color science. I think it works a little bit more better on the Pro version rather than the regular 9 version, but to each his own as far as picture quality and the colors on which one you might prefer the most. So there's a lot of diehard LG fans that might say that this camera is way better than this camera over here. So hopefully you guys can determine this with some side-by-side picture comparisons of the two. As far as video goes, video is great on both of these. OnePlus 9 takes the lead with that 8K video, but I think the pictures and the front-facing camera video on the LG Velvet is a little bit better than the OnePlus's 9 camera. So it does seem to take better pictures and better video over here on the LG Velvet. Alright, so OnePlus 9 1080p on the front-facing camera. This is what you could do on it, and this is how it looks. Now, it's not the best in the world, especially with that exposure of the sky, as you can see, pretty blown out there. But yeah, OnePlus 9 front-facing camera, 1080p. Alright, this is the LG Velvet front-facing camera. Now, this phone can do 4K 30 frames per second, and let's see how it handles the sky. A little bit better, actually. And yeah, how does it look compared to the OnePlus 9 as far as front-facing camera quality goes? I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely handling the sky a little bit better than the OnePlus 9 did. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue with the video, shall we? OnePlus 9 4K. LG Velvet 4K. Both of these devices do have stereo speakers. You get Dolby Atmos over here on the OnePlus 9, while over here on the Velvet you do get your 3D sound engine on the LG Velvet. Both sound really nice and clear and loud. You'll be hearing a sample of that coming right on up. As far as which one sounds better, I'll leave it up to you guys. Comment down below on which one you think, which phone has the better speaker setup on here. Let's go. So as far as Bluetooth goes, you get Bluetooth 5.2 on the OnePlus 9. You get Bluetooth 5.1 over here on the Velvet. Both of these do have in-display fingerprint sensors. As far as accuracy and speediness goes, the OnePlus definitely is a lot faster than LG Velvet's fingerprint sensor. It's just a lot more polished. The LG is a little bit more sluggish, and as far as unlocking your device, and the OnePlus is definitely a lot quicker and more accurate than the LG Velvet. As far as that goes, they both have USB Type-C at the bottom, so no issues with that. Bluetooth on both of these is excellent as far as the sound quality is on both of these, so really nice as far as connection, no issues there. Wi-Fi, no issues on either one of these as well. Going on over to battery and charging. Now the OnePlus definitely takes the cake on the battery front and the charging front. The battery on the OnePlus 9 is going to be a 4500 milliamp hour battery. You get 65 watt wired charging, and you also do get 15 watt fast wireless charging, and you also get reverse wireless charging, which means you are able to plug in or charge another device on top, either some earbuds or another phone or things like that, something small. You are able to do that with the OnePlus 9. Battery life seems to be pretty good on here as well. Going on over to the LG Velvet, you get a 4300 milliamp hour battery. You only get 25 watt charging, and the charger that comes in the box is not a 25 watt charger, so you'd have to purchase one or get one from another device. You do get fast wireless charging, only at 9 watts though compared to 15 on the OnePlus. No reverse wireless charging on the LG Velvet, but still really nice. I think the battery seems to last a little bit longer on the Velvet, and just really nicer battery, even though it's a 4300 milliamp hour. I think the Velvet's battery definitely beats the OnePlus's battery. But then as far as charging goes, you could top up really fast over here on the OnePlus 9. So that definitely, to each his own. If you want a battery to last longer, slower charging, or you want battery that doesn't last as long but still really good, but you are able to top up really fast over here on the OnePlus 9. As far as colors go, you get Winter Mist, Arctic Sky, and Astral Black on the OnePlus 9. This is the Winter Mist, I believe, and really nice purple color. As you can see right there, it is a little bit dirty, but really nice colors on both of these actually. So the OnePlus 9 definitely has some really colors. It still is a shiny phone, so as you can see, the fingerprints are crazy on here when you get them on there, but still when they're nice and clean, they look really nice. Colors over here on the LG Velvet, you get Aurora White, Aurora Green, Gray, Sunset Illusion, which is this color right here, Red Pink. And so yeah, as far as colors go, really pretty phones, no issues. They both look really nice. As far as which one looks better, I think the Velvet looks really nice, especially with this curved display. It is definitely a lot thinner than the OnePlus 9, and it feels just a lot more premium in the hand, and you do get a taller display. The OnePlus 9 has a flatter display, and you do get plastic edges on the OnePlus 9, while over here on the Velvet you do get an aluminum frame with the glass on glass. So as far as which one feels better, they're about the same. OnePlus definitely feels a lot comfortable, but the LG definitely feels a little bit more slimmer and sleeker than the OnePlus. You also get a headphone jack over here on the LG Velvet, while on the OnePlus you do not. At the bottom you'll get your bottom firing speaker along with your SIM tray over here on the OnePlus. Over here on the left hand side you get your volume rockers on the OnePlus. On the Velvet you get a Google Assistant button and your volume sliders. Up top you get your micro SD card over here on the Velvet. Couple of mics on both of these. On the right hand side on the OnePlus you get your alert slider, which is also very nice over here, that you could change it to vibrate, to ring on the OnePlus on the fly, and you get your power button. On the Velvet you only get your power button. As far as the back goes, your camera setups are a lot different. The OnePlus definitely has a better ultra wide camera as far as taking pictures and just looking better, and of course the camera hump is a little bit more distinguishable on the OnePlus, while on the Velvet they decided to go with this little teardrop notch or this teardrop camera setup, which is really nice. And I think this phone looks really, they're both fingerprint magnets, but to each his own. As far as camera quality, I'll let you guys decide on yourselves which one you think looks the best. As far as display goes, they're both really nice. Build quality, they're both really good as well. Micro SD card over here, higher battery, faster charging over here on the Oneplus. Cameras, I think people are going to be a little bit different and lean more towards the LG. That's just what I see on my channel. People tend to like LG a lot over Oneplus. So with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed this comparison between the OnePlus 9 and the LG Velvet. Subscribe, like, and share, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.